Welcome to the My Jewish Listings podcast, the podcast about everything Jewish and kosher, inviting support from within the Jewish community. Visit myjewishlistings.com to find a Jewish-owned business near you. And now, your host, Doron Ellie.
Ceci, how are you doing today?
Hi, how are you?
I'm doing very good, Ceci. It's so great to have you on. We're so excited to speak about Panama Kosher Tours, that you got that started. But I just wanted to get a little bit about you and how you got started with Panama Kosher Tours.
Well, let's see. I'm a kosher traveler. I'm originally from Panama.
Mm-hmm.
And so I moved to the United States. And, I'm a kosher traveler around the world. And I would come to Panama also every summer to be with my family.
Mm-hmm.
And I would get to see all the conveniences of traveling to Panama. Even though I wasn't in a hotel or anything, I would go to restaurants. I would go here in the mall. Panama has a lot to offer for the kosher world.
Mm-hmm.
And at the moment I was co-owner of a catering company in Dallas, Texas.
Mm-hmm.
It was one of the high-end kosher caterings with the mishkichim and everything under the Dallas kosher.
Mm-hmm.
And so I told my aunt, who has a travel agency in Panama, this is a big opportunity. Let's start. And this was about 5 or 6 years ago, maybe 3 years before the pandemic, or 4, I can't remember. But I sent some people to her, and we connected them with the food and everything. But it didn't hit. But I kept the name and everything. Then things happened. My business got busy, and things happened, and we kind of let that go. And then we reactivated it a little bit here and there, but it wasn't like a full blast. And then when the pandemic hit, I decided to sell my half of the business in Dallas and move to Panama and pursue this all the way. And that's what happened.
Wow. So this is just recent that you're really taking this off and getting it going. Because, I obviously there's such a huge opportunity for the kosher world, you're saying. You've grown up there and you see the potential, and you see that there's kosher restaurants and kosher travel availability all around. So I love that you're kind of focusing on that even during the pandemic. So how have you changed or navigated during COVID to accommodate health and safety guidelines?
Well, it's got a very good COVID protocol. Since you enter the airport, you have to enter with a negative COVID test.
Mm-hmm.
And if you don't have one, they provide it to you at the airport. And then there's a mandate to do, mask mandate, and then you get sanitized, and then you get your temperature checked at every establishment.
Oh, wow.
And,
okay, so
and
that's
people
amazing.
are
It's
and
nice
people
to
are
hear that
checking.
it's on the same level.
And people are no, not at the same level of the States, because the States doesn't have this protocol. Panama has an amazing protocol. And thank God the numbers have been controlled since February. If there was a big boom, like in November, December, January, It went really high. And then it went so to the point that, Baruch Hashem, it's being controlled. And now they're starting to open the schools. The Ministry of Education is going to open the schools, and then the vaccines are rolling in. A lot of people already had COVID, so it's kind of like evening out. How do you say that? Herd immunity.
The herd immunity,
Kind of
yeah.
stuff.
With enough people vaccinated and enough people who have already had antibodies from actually getting COVID. So, wow, I didn't realize it was really calming down so much there. That's great to hear. I'm ready to go travel now.
Well, we have a great package coming up this summer, and it's amazing.
Is it
It
just
really is.
tell us about it? I'd love to hear what you're offering these days.
Okay, so I have been working on Panama Kosher Tours for 5-6 years. Now I'm in Panama, and now I can do it. Like, I'm gonna get involved. I'm gonna do the details. I'm gonna make sure that you have the best time. So we did. The first one was our Pesach package. We did some villas in a Jewish beach with an Eruv. I had all the meals for the whole Hag. They had 2 caterers. They could eat in the city. It
Wow.
was an amazing Pesach. All the tours, people wanted rental cars. We coordinated everything. We even coordinated a clinic to come and test them for COVID for their flight out. So all that we coordinated in Pesach. It was an amazing trip and an amazing job, and I'm very proud of that one. So now we're moving on to the summer getaway.
Mm-hmm.
The summer getaway is you get to spend 7 days in Panama. And it's 3 days in the city where you're going to be in a 5-star hotel, the Hilton Balboa, and you're going to get free kosher breakfast. And then the rest of the day, you can take tours with kosher food, or you can go leisure by yourself. You can rent a car. You can go visit all the kosher restaurants at your leisure. You have 3 days to explore Panama on your own, or you can get one of our tours. All of our tours include kosher meals. We have Jewish chauffeurs we can refer you to. We have, we have everything. Panama Kosher Tours is a full service
Wow.
travel agency.
Wow.
So anyway,
Yes, no. I'd love to hear about the tours that you actually offer.
we
Aside
will, we
from
will. But
getting kosher food and all that, like I want to
no,
hear
let
the
me tell you about the
adventure.
package. But let me tell you about the package. So
Hmm.
you're 3 days in Panama City, which is an amazing experience on its own,
Hmm.
and then we're going to transport you 2 hours away to the most, the I think it's one of the most exclusive resorts in Panama City called Buenaventura Golf and Beach Resort, and it's a 5-star resort, all the amenities, it's amazing. And over there we're going to do a full scale catering of kosher food from the Club Hebreo Panama, and supervised by Shevet Ahim Panama. Okay, so it's going to be a full scale catering. We're going to have cocktail reception to welcome you. We're going to have dinner at night. On Thursday we're going to have breakfast, lunch, and dinner. And dinner is going to be we're going to do a folkloric dance with Panamanian food. Then we
Wow.
have,
Kosher Panamanian food.
everything is kosher.
Yeah, I love
Then you
that.
have then you have Shabbat dinner and services, and we're gonna bring a Sefer Torah and a rabbi for services on Saturday. And then Motzei Shabbat, we're gonna have a melave malka with a bonfire and Japanese food with pokies, and then Sunday you have breakfast and you go home. I mean, it's an amazing, amazing trip. I mean, it's the best of both worlds because you're like in an all-inclusive, and you get to be in a non-all-inclusive. So
So you get
you're in
both scale ends of the scale. You get to kind of wine and dine and relax and have everything packaged for you, or you can kind of just tour all your recommendations, do a solo kind of adventure tour, right?
Yeah, and while at the resort, you have all days for leisure because you can go to the marina. We have jet skis available, and we have a lot of activities for the sports. We have tours that are already over there of waterfalls and hikes. I mean, Panama has a lot to offer, and we're here. We're here. We're kosher. What do you want?
That
It's a tropical country, and you're gonna be catered as a Jew.
Yeah, I love that side of things. I love going the adventure. Seeing the nature of that the area has to offer. That's kind of my side of the thing. It's my favorite, but also being able to come back to a nice resort and kind of just let go after a long day of sweating and hiking and seeing the sights. So wow, so you really do offer everything. And I saw you. They're very affordable packages too.
Thank you. We're trying to take off.
Absolutely,
We're trying
and
to take off. We're
exactly.
offering these packages. Maybe in the future they'll be worth much more. So maybe it's a good idea for people to sign now.
I mean,
And
we all
also, I
know that
mean, we do custom packages all year round. I mean, if you want to come in June and do the same thing, the only thing that won't be available will be full service catering. But everything else, I mean, we'll make sure that you have everything. Like if you want to have a nice meal with plates, kosher, we'll make sure that you have that. If you want to have just like, take out and do a blech, we can provide you with that too. I mean, it's not just packages. We offer this all year round. We're also offering for Sukkot some villas, same concept as Pesach, and with sukkahs, and we're getting a sefer,
no
and that's
way.
gonna,
That's
yeah,
that's amazing. I
and that's
love
gonna
that.
be this may we're still looking into the venue. We're looking into two venues,
Hmm.
and we haven't decided yet, but they're both beautiful, and we're excited. We're excited, and
So
yeah, a lot of things. We have a lot of things in the works, but Panama's open anytime anybody wants to come kosher. Call Panama Kosher Tours. We'll take care of it from point to point. You know, we'll even we're not we're here to service you.
accommodate everyone's needs, whatever they may be, to book the best trip for each kind of traveler, right?
Yes, yes. Sometimes you go on trips, you don't know where to go, you don't know what to eat, you don't know what to do. Over here in Panama Kosher Tours, the one-stop shop, just you're in Panama, you'll be taken care of VIP.
And the question, so I'd love to take one of these tours, but is there a high and low season, or is this kind of like an all year round travel destination?
This is an all year round travel destination with certain times of the year that has different climate settings.
Mm-hmm.
Panama's in the equator, so it's never the seasons only change whether it's rainy season or not rainy season. So rainy season means that it could rain one day, half a day, and then it's sunny, or it may be 3 weeks no rain and then you get one rain, and then it speeds up like in November, and then by December it's kind of like the rain winds down and it's got like a lot of summertime for Panama.
Wow. So
And
basically, any time of year we could this is the destination that you could plan a trip to.
oh yeah, Panama's amazing. I mean, I'm telling you, it's a paradise that nobody, it's a jewel that nobody knows about. It's amazing.
Well,
It really is.
on
I'm in love with my own country.
on that note, what is like the one must see thing to do or see in Panama? I would love to know.
Okay, well, you cannot leave Panama without seeing the Panama Canal. Because you know what? That is one of the great wonders of the world, and it's here in our own country. The people built that in the 1900s, and if you see it, you wouldn't believe the mechanics and the engineering that went into that.
Yeah,
So,
I remember reading a little bit about it like in school, but like I mean this was years ago. I want to see it for myself finally.
yes, yes. I mean, I grew up seeing it, and maybe when I was little, I was like, I don't want to see it anymore. But as a grown up, if you really picture all the history that went into building this, it was an amazing thing that we have here for the tourists to come and see. And also a lot of our beaches and our mountains, and there's a lot of areas in Panama you can't do one trip. You have to come back because there's a part of Panama that's like in the mountains, and it's all full of rivers and
Wow.
hiking, and everybody wants also that is serviced kosher by Habano Boquete. O sea, I already have all these things set up. It's just that now I'm offering the summer package in the beach.
That's amazing. I love that. I can't wait to go. So, if I'm trying to book this tour and all the listeners, how can they reach out to you to book one of these packages?
Okay, well, they can reach out to me at info@PanamaKosherTours.net. They can reach out to us via Instagram Messenger. We are Panama Kosher Tours. We're in Facebook. We're Panama Kosher Tours. You can send us a message there too. Or you can send me a direct WhatsApp to me, Ceci, at 214-455-6105. And we'll be happy to take any questions you have about our tours and about our services. We're here for you.
All right. Well, thank you so much. I'm so excited to book one of these packages, and I'm sure so many other people are so ready just to hop on board. So just thank you again for for coming onto the show, and we can't wait to get on board.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
Thank
Thank you again for the opportunity.
Thank you, and great talking to you.
Be well. Thank you.
Thank you.